Once again in the compartment bay, Dillon in the details. Getting down to the brass tacks. Here on the Midnight Oils, where you get the truth about reality. Testing. 1, 2, mother... Haha. Well, if that's not the most controversial thumbnail I've made, too bad. Too bad. We're here to talk about the truth and honest take from a real gamer who's been there since day one with about half of these franchises. Literally since day one with Halo. Almost since day one with Resident Evil, I mean. Technically day one. I'll tell you this here and now, man. Call of Duty I was not there for since day one. And anyone who says they were... lying. Show me the proof. Show me how you had Call of Duty installed... way back when. Show the proof. Can't do it. Can't do it. As soon as a few viewers show up here, we're gonna get down to it on a couple different things. I wanted to talk about these Game Awards nominees. The Game Awards is fundamentally decimated. But we're going to take a look and see what they have in mind for possibly this year's best and brightest. There's something I missed when it came to the Halo Campaign Evolved remake of the first game, so we're going to be talking about that. But that's going to be a doozy. Unfortunately, all the news tonight is bad. At least from what I can tell, unless somebody will enlighten me how things are good. How things are grand. How things are better now. Indie Game Awards. You're talking about this? Geoff Keighley's Extravaganza. 2025 nomination special. Ooh. You know, man, I will reiterate for those who do not know, or if it's your first time hearing me talk about this, I'll tell you the truth. I have no faith in any Game Awards. Ever since they gave Game of the Year to God of War over Red Dead Redemption 2, which is insanity. Pure insanity. Unadulterated madness. And what I can tell you right here and damn now is that regardless of what they say Game of the Year is, to me, it's Death Stranding 2. I don't care what anyone says. Because at this point, a personal vote is all that matters. I think Death Stranding 2 is on the list, but I think we all know which direction they're gonna go. I think we all know. What's going on, Death by Nemesis? The Indie Game Awards are bad as well, says Tactical Steve. Bro, I think they have a better chance of not being cringe. But I will say I don't understand, like, games like Balatro. Why would that ever win Game of the Year? Like, are you insane? It's a card game. It's solitaire, you know? I mean, not really, but fundamentally, it's just a deck of cards. Spilled out. I've got a lot to say tonight. Maybe I should get to the most important thing first, right? Just in case someone's watching who really cares. I am a day one Resident Evil fan. I've loved the franchise the whole time. The only time they slip... Well... Why do they slip? Why do they slip? What's happened? Resident Evil Village to me was a slip. It was honestly the most detrimental piece of scum that I've ever played as far as a Resident Evil game goes. And we're talking about the mainline ones, the ones that matter. How do I put this, gents? My faith is slipping. Minus 50 faith points as of right now with Resident Evil, Capcom, anything. From what I've seen, and this may come as a surprise to you or it may not, from what I've seen, Resident Evil Requiem, right? You listening? Resident Evil Requiem looks boring. And that might be the final nail in the coffin. Or it may just be one little chunk in the armor. What's going on, King Venomui? We're doing well tonight, partner. I'm trying to remember the name of this channel. Who is the gunsmith from Resident Evil 2? Well, I guess Resident Evil 3 as well, if you count the remake. Sorry, I've had a day where my brain's just been juiced. Forgot the name of the gunsmith from Resident Evil 2. Once I remember that, I'll remember what I'm looking for. It's time to run Silent Hill F-back, says Jack Metalhead. On baby mode? Bro, the only reason they released that, I found out, is because the live streamer had a problem playing the game. The lead girl. Kendall? Kendo. There it is, Kendo. Kendo Gun Shop. How much gameplay does this guy have? Holy shit, 1 second. Bro. Hold on. I won't show you guys anything without saying something first. Let me see how much gameplay this dude has, bro. So I guess if you really look, you can see Resident Evil 9 gameplay. Like a lot of it. Holy shit. Looks like 15 minutes of it, or more. And from just looking at this little snippet of gameplay I have before my eyes, the game looks so boring. It's actually my worst nightmare. Resident Evil 9 might be my worst nightmare. This might be the last Resident Evil game that... I don't know. How do I put it? My hope doesn't exist. The more I watch of this game, the more I decidedly expect something trash to be going on. Let me see here. Kendo Gun Shop Survival Horror. I think this is the guy. I looked at just like a 16-second snippet of gameplay, and I was convinced that this game is going to be very boring. Here we go. So, it's just like, what, 15 seconds of gameplay? Nothing insane. Let me make sure this is going to work. Damn, did they, like, remove it or something? What the fuck? Yeah, let's see how long the clip is. It looks like it's 14 seconds or less. But I would personally say that if this is an example of the gameplay that we're going to get, like a significant, I don't know, 25% or more of the game, then I don't expect this game to be good. Maybe it'll be narratively interesting. Maybe the characters will be cool, or the transformations monsters will be interesting. Maybe there will be a mechanic that I don't know about. But what I know is that I do not want to play this. Okay? Let's see if we can get this on the screen properly. Yeah. Be sure to check out Kendo Gun Shop Survival Horror. Let's see, we'll watch it together. Okay, so this is Grace Ashcroft, hiding from some kind of creature. Some kind of stalking creature. A big, unbeatable, stalking creature. She is hiding from an undefeatable monster, walking around looking for her, being creepy. Like we're in 2010s or something. It's like, bro, I'm not into this, like, creepypasta, crawl around. Dude, this is the worst gameplay I've ever seen in my life. Please. Please, no. Like, this is all I need to see to know that we're probably going to get a very boring game. One that holds you by the hand. One that's for... It looks like it's for babies. This looks like it's for babies. What up, Rapid Crafter? Is that the real guy? Shout out to the Rapid Crafter, man. This guy creates genuine content. Yeah, Resident Evil 9. Like, I'm really hopeful, okay? I was hopeful before I saw this clip. I just hope this isn't 25% of the game or more, because that will hinder the experience in such a way. Just some subtle nuances here. Just the game... I don't know. Playing like handhold. Increased by 0.4 times speed? What? Are we just watching how she breathes? I hope, dude, if this is like a long thing in the game where we have to play with this stalker type of creature, then I'm really not looking forward to it. Like, sure, Resident Evil 2 was a good game. Was it a perfect remake? Absolutely not. Was it fun to be stalked by Mr. X and, like, you know, a little bit of Birkin, I think. Yeah, at the time, it was alright. It was fine. I would have preferred a full remake. But how do I put this? I'm kind of done being stalked by, you know, creepypastas. You know? It's like the Smile movies. I don't really see why everyone thinks that's scary. Like, the effects where the faces come off at the end or whatever, that's interesting. But, I don't know, I feel like I'm on a baby ride. Like I'm on a carnival baby ride. And it's like, what's the next Joker face that's gonna pop out at me? Or what's the next, you know... Tales from the Dark Side. That's what this looks like to me. A child's horror book. Now, mind you, I haven't seen any combat in this game. I mean, we've seen a small clip where Grace shoots a fucking zombie in the face. Like, real quick. We see that for a second. But other than that, we haven't seen a large portion of the game. And the creature here is interesting in only one way, that it responds to light. If you turn on the lights in the room, the creature will be burned and probably leave you alone. At least for a minute. That's what the footage told me in another clip. We'll probably check out here in a second, but... Just to reiterate, I think this looks like the most terribly boring gameplay in all of existence. And it's the same UI as Resident Evil 7 and Village. And don't get me wrong, I like the different ways a character reacts to something. But this is like... This is so 2009. It's too... Like, you know... It's like, I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I'd like to see some visceral combat. I'd like to see some actual startling material. Something disturbing, perhaps. Not, you know... Not this. Horror and action will be more like the Resident Evil 2 remake. I guarantee we've only seen like 2% of the game. Right. Right. Well, the 2% that we've seen, why would they choose that 2%? I'm just, you know, just trying to understand why we're fed the content the way we are. Let's see if we can get another clip up in here. I think there's one of... Oh. Yeah, not really. I was looking for this zombie clip I seen, but... No, it's not really that much. Let's see... Yeah, here we go. Here's more interactions with the creature. Let's see. So this is the lights on, light off sequence. You turn the lights off, the creature comes in and totally, like, attacks the shit out of your character. Then you turn the lights on, the creature is decimated and seems to stop in place and kind of freak out a little bit. I like the interaction with the creature and the environment, and I like the way it kind of leaves, but all of this seems so... Would elementary be the right word? I don't know, man. It seems very basic, very safe. I absolutely hated being stalked by any of the characters in any of the games. I mean, at least in my most recent experiences with these games, it's something I wish would be taken out. Resident Evil 2 was fine because it was kind of new to me, kind of fresh, you know, stalker type of, hunter type of character coming after you. Except when you go in the safe room. I wish they entered the safe room. But, I don't know, man. I'm kind of over this type of gameplay, you know? I'm kind of over, like, not being able to shoot this fucking creature. There's no point. No need to reveal all their eggs in one basket. No, I absolutely agree, Crafter. Respect. The second I saw these clips, I felt bad about this game. I feel bad in my guts. And it's not like, yeah, a few guys in the community my community at least, have been saying, oh, the game looks terrible, it's gonna die, Resident Evil's dead. I don't agree with these guys. Or I didn't. I think there's always potential. I like the thought of cinematic action, horror with this game. I thought that was a cool direction. Cinematic. They said they were taking the action horror in a more cinematic kind of direction, and where? And it's like, if these are the only clips I'm seeing of the game, why can't we see better clips? Because that would be spoiling the game? This is spoiling the game. It is spoiling it's still. Show me something cool. Show me something cool. I mean, this is like Resident Evil Village Part 2. You know? She does kind of resemble, not really, I guess. I was gonna say Lisa Trevor a little bit, but I guess that's just because of the chains on the wrists. Kind of the hunched look. I think there's a name for this creature, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't want to assume. Hey, Brass, is your GPU 8GB or 16? GPU. GPU. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That is a tough one. If only I had quick access to such information. NVIDIA's the graphics card, right? Looks like it's 8GB. I really hope we don't get jump scares. The least effective way of scaring me is a jump scare. It's happened so much, I'm unaffected. It makes me laugh. It makes me, laugh with, disrespect. Finally, Brass, you see what I'm seeing. Well, I mean, I didn't see this gameplay until yesterday, bro. Or whatever day it was. The other day, I seen this clip pop up, immediately shared it to Discord, and said Resident Evil just died. Because I think this is... I'm sorry for those of... Bro. For those of you who do not hear my, strong language in here, I'm sorry. But this game can fuck off. Okay? From what I've seen right now, I don't like it. I don't like it. If they show me some more of the game, maybe I'll like it. But right now, the game is... This is the opposite. The opposite of what I want in a Resident Evil game. Do you know what Resident Evil... Hey! Yo, if someone's getting on my microphone, we're gonna have a serious issue. Me talking. Like I was saying, the Resident Evil I want is the one where I'm blowing away biological entities coming at me with some monstrous fucking force. Zombies. Undead. Biological, weapons. Walking around. Humanized weaponry. I You know what I want? Everything we had before. And people say, "Oh, Dillon, you can just play those games." Hey, Grandpa Resident Evil fans, by the way, you can just play those games. Yeah? Just play those games, yeah. Okay. No, fuck that. We built the franchise to be the most successful survival horror franchise in all of existence for as long as mankind will last. You think there will be another Resident Evil? No. There will never be another. If there is, it will be insignificant. It will be a shred of dust compared to what this is. Capcom may hold the fucking pen, paper, palette of colors and tools and utensils, but we supply the lifeblood that keeps it going. The money. Okay? The fandom keeps it going with love, hype, generously buying the deluxe editions, even when we don't have faith, pre-ordering, buying copies over generations. Resident Evil 4 alone should tell them. Well, actually, it should tell us that Capcom is unfortunately just another company. Just another company that wants to succeed in a very aggressive market. If the majority of people are not classic fans, then who the fuck is? The majority of the classic fans who have been there for so long with the fixed camera angles and OGRE4, just these evolutions that really made sense in the genre. Even Biohazard at the time was fantastic. Biohazard being RE7. Ethan Winter's first Journey. I wish it would have been his last, because Village tossed us down the fucking hole. And here we are. I think there needs to be a separate wave of games. One's built in whatever this is. This is not experimental to me. This is run-of-the-mill. This is as basic as it gets. Creature attacks me that I can't kill. Great. I've always hated games that do that. It's a new player's trap. You basically shoot at this beast, waste your bullets the first time, and realize, oh, I can't fucking kill it. I gotta do something special. What kind of laser beam are we going to use to defeat this fuck? I wish Resident Evil would be survival horror again with zombies and like... Fuck, man, this is not it. If I gotta play through this for like 2 hours? Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. Arthur! They're trying too hard. No, what I think is they've done what Ubisoft did. They found a comfortable formula. They found a comfortable formula, and now they're sticking to it. They don't want to rock the boat. And trust me, this is not rocking the boat. This is the same fucking thing we did with werewolves and goblins and ghouls in Resident Evil Village. I feel like it's the same fucking thing. And let me look at this hoe. I don't really think that's very scary. I mean, it's okay. But shouldn't that thing just insta-kill her, like, with one fucking, like, one grab? I don't know, man. I hate the rules that have been built. That have been fucking created to make this shit happen. I don't like the stalker enemies. I don't like unkillable enemies. I like zombies, classic Resident Evil, whatever you want to call it. They don't even have to be zombies. They could be fucking plant material. Anything but mold, please. Shit, the mold. Oh, man, bro. I just, like, bro. Cool graphics. Her hair looks unbelievable. No one fucking cares about that. You know what people care about is having fun with a bunch of demonic fucking monsters. Blasting them away. Not fighting this giant Grandma Lisa Trevor. Like, what the fuck are we doing? No, seriously, the formula needs to fuck off. You remember Ubisoft when it was like, clear the map? Oh, new zone to clear. All the flags dropped. Oh, this area is safe now. Clear next area. Clear next area. Oh, you did it with stealth. Here's an extra 500 XP. Wow. And it's fucking bullshit. Ubisoft fucking destroyed something because it was so easy. They made it so easy on themselves. They probably destroyed it all. Yeah, Far Cry. Why do you think Far Cry is gone? Why do you think there's no Far Cry 7? It's not because Ubisoft doesn't have the money. I mean, they're plowing $220 million into a fucking calculator simulator. They've got money! The truth about reality is this! They all are lazy. They don't want to do the hard thing and think outside the box. Maybe they're forced into being lazy. Maybe that's the truth. But something is stopping the creative acceleration and growth. I don't want formulaic Resident Evil anymore. Okay, dude, think about this. From Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, they all evolved in kind of this natural feeling way. First game was bare bones basic survival horror. Second game, I mean, even the first game had dual characters. You know what the second game fucking had? Dual scenarios. You know what the third game had? Choice, action, mechanic. Damn. And a fucking beast that would hunt you down. When the nemesis would come, like, Jesus in the heavens, man. They need new management? I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. These guys bring in the big money. The big, big money. Resident Evil needs to continue people's story. Stop adding these no-name characters. You know what? I think they'd be fine if they did that. But what's needed more so than that is not make it a mainline Resident Evil. Let's go back to numbering these bitches. Like, fuck it. You know? I'm tired of the pretending. Is this Resident Evil 9 or what the fuck? No, it's in some fantasy fucking Tim Burton land. I'm sorry to say it. I hated Resident Evil Village. I loathe Resident Evil Village. If I could get in the DeLorean and stop it from existing. It's like baby Hitler theory. Would you go back in time and... You know? It's the big question. I would go back in time and prevent Resident Evil Village from existing. Because I think it fucking destroyed the whole thing. And you can say, oh, Dillon, it made so much money. I'm sure Dead Rising 4 made a fucking bitch load of money. Where's Dead Rising? Oh, deader than all the franchises. Bitch slapped into non-existence. Bro. Time will tell. Maybe we'll get some fucking backflips from Leon up in this game. Maybe he'll instantly kill this dumbass creature. But I seriously fucking doubt it. And that Leon theory that people keep talking about in this game, it's like, bro, I don't care one way or the other. You can behead Leon right in front of me. And it's not going to make a difference because I'll just discount the universe from existing. Please do not have anything to do with Village, or it's really smoked. This whole game's smoked. But just from what I've seen, you know? It's already a bad vibe. Why do I have to pretend and oh, let's just wait, guys, let's just wait. No, I called it with Village. I'm calling it with this game. I have a bad feeling. And some of the Doomologists out there will be like, oh, I called it. From what evidence? One trailer? Nah, man, you gotta really wait. And from what I've seen here, that's long enough to wait. I don't like this formula. I don't like the idea of a big fucking invincible fucking grandma coming after me. I can already think of the memes. Tim Burton Fantasyland, dude, I don't know if you... I feel like the majority of people in here agree. The majority of my community agrees that Resident Evil Village sucked. Maybe not. Man, I wish I had better things to say. I had faith in this game up until yesterday. Now I'd say it's quite diminished. I'd say it's quite diminished. And look how skinny this main character is, by the way. What the fuck is she gonna do about any of this? This monster should shred her in one fucking solid hit. That's not fun to me. Yeah, haunted house. That's what it felt. It felt like for babies. This feels like another baby game, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put faith in this thing that doesn't deserve it. Like, they really fucked up with the last game. Terribly. And people hated the DLC. But I actually thought the DLC was fine. Because it's an entirely different universe anyway. Who gives a fuck? We're in a fantasy land. If Resident Evil is here, I can't detect it. What's Resident Evil about any of this? What about Village's Resident Evil? By what name? By what namesake? By what... what does it feed us? I guess the residents are being killed by some evil force? I don't know. Ever play The Evil Within? A bit. I never got through either game. I liked where the first one was going. It felt more visceral and in the tone, in the zone. It felt more focused. The second game was cool, but I had some bugs and glitches that just I cannot forget. It was almost like a Metal Gear Solid horror game. It was weird. But either way, maybe that's enough smack talking on this game. I really don't want to be like a doomologist. I'm just sharing my truth, man. The truth I feel. I don't want this game to be bad. I hope what I've seen is just like the Rapid Crafter says, and it's just fucking simply not, you know, the main part of the game. But the only clips that I've seen are her sneaking around. And that's garbage to me. Actual garbage gameplay. And this guy's playing it by, like, Dead by Daylight, by the way. I don't know. I don't know why you're doing that, pal. You're able to teabag the fucking... whatever this is. Lisa Trevor grandma. I don't know. I don't know, man. People say they'll be outraged if they do this, if they do that. Well, maybe you should prepare for some of this and that, because I don't know. It doesn't look like the Resident Evil I want. Let's say that. The identity is kind of missing from this. It's going to be... It is everyone going to play once and twice and move along like usual. Right on. Resident Evil Revelations 3 starring Ada Wong. Oh, dude. You know I'd be there. Anywhere her cheeks are at. That's where I want my face. Even in RE2, if Mr. X reached Leon, it was almost game over. Yeah, this chick is literally, like, made of bones. Sticks and stones, man. I don't... She's so skinny. It's just, she could be... She could get rocked by that thing. What if they do a crazy switch up and they kill the main character, like, partway through? And just bring in, like, Leon or some bullshit. Or Chris Redfield. Oh, God, I'd be pissed. Oh, God. If it were Redfield, oh. People theorize Leon in this game, and it pisses me off. I don't want Leon. I know people love him. Bro, I do too. That's why I don't want him in this fucking game. They're going to destroy the legacy if they put him in this fucking game, man. I don't know what they'll do with such a character in this game. That's a little bit crazy. He could fucking pummel these things with nothing but a knife. That's why I don't see him existing in this universe. I think they've all been spin-offs since Resident Evil 7. I'd probably agree. What was before Resident Evil 7? Revelations 1 and 2? Because basically, I'd call those spin-offs as well. I mean, they're not bad games, but... Move along. This is not the Resident Evil you're looking for. Bro, Chris Redfield pisses me off for that reason. It's like... Where is this character's identity? Why does he keep changing? I don't understand it. Silent Hill F got a casual mode, by the way. I don't think I'll ever dip into that game again, though. It is fucking pointless. What am I gonna do? There's no fun. There's no fun to be had. Fight the same characters and do all this? No, man. The game was dead the second I picked it up. Actually, about 4 hours in. Then the game died. Sad. But true. Yeah, man, RE5 Remake is more what I want. Honestly, any Resident Evil remake would be fine. Basically any of them. And by the way, let me see here. We've got some other news to talk about regarding this. 9 is going to be like 6. They're going to fit everyone in. Jesus. Dude, they better not, man. They better not. Resident Evil. Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem is not an online multiplayer game, as it was originally developed with that format in mind, but it was changed to a single-player experience because the horror elements were not scary enough. However, some elements from the initial multiplayer concept remain in the final game. The game is scheduled for release on February 27th, 2026. It will be coming to all platforms, including PlayStation 5, Xboxes, PC, and Nintendo Switch 2. What? There is another dent in our Titanic here. Oh? The original concept for Resident Evil Requiem was an online, open-world multiplayer game, but Capcom scrapped this idea to return to a single-player survival horror experience. That to me spells disaster. It spells fucking disaster. Everyone's gonna be in it. Mark my words. Mark this guy's words. Somebody mark this guy's words right here. Everyone's gonna be in it. What up, Christopher in the house, man? Damn, what the fuck is on your channel, Holmes? Jesus in the heavens. Good Lord. Online part was teasing fans with another Outbreak game. Listen, man, whatever the fuck they were doing, here's my problem, okay? Here's my real problem. Resident Evil 9, aka Resident Evil Requiem, was not born in good faith. It was not born as a single-player game. Are you starting to see what I'm saying? When I say it a certain way, you can kind of tell, right? The game was born online. And they transformed it. They fucking twisted it into a single-player game. So I think it's fucked. It's fucked. I think the game is damned. I'm not gonna, like, bet money, but I have a good fucking hunch, man. Some of the fun aspects from the multiplayer build were kept in the final single-player version. That to me spells disaster. I don't know if it's been said before, but when you build something and you start with the base concept and it transforms that much, that's like if Fortnite started out as a fucking battle royale and then it turned into a single player first person shooter with roguelike elements. Like, bro, I'm not overreacting. That's exactly how the things are. When let's say GTA. No, I can't say that. We're not allowed to talk about that. I don't know. This doesn't exist because it was born a single-player game. It exists because it was born a multiplayer game. And to me, that spells absolute fucking disaster. I don't know. What do you guys think? It was conceived as a sin. To me, yeah. Like, look. What if you're writing a book and you want the book to be a how-to book about, painting your shed, or something. A book on painting. And then you start... The book on painting turns into a fucking graphic novel about murder. It's like, dude, we were painting sheds. When did this become fucking murder? Vice versa, Just think about it. The game isn't a focused single-player game. It was born multiplayer. It exists because multiplayer. I guess another way to say what I'm saying is this game could have been created with the sole intention of the single-player fan base. But it was created because it's a scrapped online project. There you go. Bitch slapped Resident Evil 9. The game is dead. Unless it improves immediately. I wonder how OD is going to be. Bro, I hope it's awesome. I like Kojima. I have good faith in him usually. My faith is often rewarded. I used to think Remedy was a good company, but... Fuck, man, they've been putting out consistent trash for a while. Like, where the fuck are the Max Payne games? Anyway... I think that's enough Resident Evil talk. Been live for about an hour. Unfortunate. Alrighty, let's get through this at a breakneck speed. There was two other things I wanted to talk about. Let me look at the title of this live stream. Resident Evil, Call of Duty, and Halo are destroyed. Oh yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah. I'm going to quickly annihilate this game because there's no point in harping on a subject that is basically destroyed. When it comes to Call of Duty, oh my god. When it comes to Call of Duty, I'm not like the master expert, but I will say I've been a long time enjoyer of these games. Finest Hour is the furthest back I can remember, and that was the first console release of Call of Duty. You know what? I am a day one fan. Fuck it. I am a day one fan of Call of Duty. I just realized. Finest Hour, from what I know, is the first game that you could get on a console. And that's all I had. Consoles. Never had a PC until, recently. And basically, bro... oh, man. Basically, I've seen this franchise go in every direction possible. Call of Duty has gone to everything they can do. Aside from add a fucking... No, wait, they already did that. I was going to say add clowns to the game. They already did that. Call of Duty to me is so far gone. It's way crazier than Far Cry in that sense. They're so comfortable with the format and the sound effects that go off in your ear to chemically get you into the game. Like, let's not mix words. They're hypnotizing you with these fucking sound effects on the online modes and shit. It's like you want to hear these certain noises go off all the time. It's kind of like Dead by Daylight. When you hear the noise that lets you know you've done a good thing or you've won, you feel good. And then when it makes the noise that you're losing and an indication that, oh, you're doing wrong, you feel bad. With Call of Duty, they always try to make you feel good. They try to make you feel like, oh, look at all these badges you got. Oh, look at all these weapons and XP and boom, 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 boom. They've been trying to do that for years, and it used to work. But I prestige a few times back in the Modern Warfare days. That's all I needed. Advanced Warfare was cool too. But I mean, that's like as far in the fucking future as I'm willing to go. When we went to space, I said the whole franchise is nuclear destroyed. But now, and this is just my opinion, like always, you guys are free to have your opinions. But I think this franchise is so deeply buried, it would take a fucking great awakening. Of course, the Call of Duty fans will always be there. We're not talking about the dedicated people who will always buy the game. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the people who are awake to seeing the formula and what they're trying to do with the formula. They're trying to produce the most McDonald's-style fucking games possible. They're trying to produce a game that gives you instant gratification all the time. One that has so much going on that it's almost hard to pay attention. And in paying less attention because you're so distracted, you don't see these things about the game that has never fucking changed in 20 years. Call of Duty is so dead. And if you just want, like, a good laugh, watch the campaign. Just type in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 campaign. That's all you need to see. I do not intend to ever play this game. Not if it's $20, not if it's $9. I don't give a fuck. I think it's the most low-hanging garbage fruit possible. I don't think there's anything quite more generic than Call of Duty. In its current form, it is completely fucking eviscerated. It is skinless. It is gone. And they plunder your pockets every fucking time. And in 3 weeks, nobody will be playing Black Ops 7. I don't give a fuck about Battlefield in this conversation. When we just look at Black Ops 7, it's one of the goddamn most unholy fucking nightmares of garbage. And these, you can show me these 6 scores. Oh, 6 out of 10, Dillon. Oh, it's okay. Oh, Dillon, it got an 8 out of 10 on the... I don't care anymore. None of these fucking reviews matter. Because guess what? I look up all the people on Metacritic who gave this a positive review. And they're all fucking losers. All of them. Everyone who gave this a good review critically on this fucking site is a loser. Not the fan area. Here, let me bring this up on the screen. We need to really bury this dog turd. I guess that's good enough. Dude, I don't care about Metacritic too much, but I gotta be completely fucking... I gotta be real. Sometimes I look and I just absorb what's going on. You know, when, how do you put it? When you see things like this, you gotta look. It's like, holy fuck. It's like a car crash. You drive past a car crash, You gotta take a fucking look just for a second. It's like, oh my god. So, when you look at this, you know what I immediately look at? Generally favorable, 82. Overwhelming dislike, 1.7. That's fucking insane ratio. Second thing I look at is based on 22 critic reviews. That's how they got an 82 score on this fucking site. Gaming Trend gave it 100. Best game they ever played. Fuck you. Basically, they said fuck you. Gamers Temple, by the way. Who's that? Nobody cares. Literally, you're a nobody. Overall, Black Ops 7 is the best Call of Duty I've played in a few years. Is this a fucking grandpa? Then you click full review, right? And you go see who fucking concocted these words. Let's take a fucking look. Ned Jordan. You can't even click his name. And he wrote fucking 20 paragraphs! Damn, son. You can't even click his name, bro. So we'll never know who that is. Could be a fucking AI review, man. Don't fuck with me. Gamers Temple, by the way. Hardcore gamer, by the way. A 90. This is all dumb bullshit that was either paid for or fucking invested in long ago. They've already been purchased and sold. Fuck, man. It's unbelievable. This is a reputable reviewer, by the way. Carol Quintain. Who's that? Yeah, who is this? Spanish. I cannot read. Okay. Thanks. You know, it just... Who the fuck are these people? Screen Rant, by the way, you cunt! The biggest Call of Duty isn't the best. Screen Rant, by the way. What are you talking about games for, bro? Stay in your fucking aisle. It's bullsuckety. It's bullsuckety. Yeah, Call of Duty needs a long fucking... Dude, they need a solid 2 years, 3 years, 4 years off. But guess what, Christopher? You can't take time off. You're not allowed. You gotta rake in the dough every fucking time. Have you heard of ill? Many times. That Black Ops 7 campaign was like, what the fuck is this? Dude, it's not even just one boss battle that looks cringe. Listen to what they're saying. It's the most meaningless sludge. It's like AI fucking ChatGPT wrote a game. And no one cares. Well, actually, they do. The people are rising up. Literally 98% of what I see is negative about Call of Duty. But you got these fellatiators over here just sucking away. Just, I love the product. Suck it. You know? Yeah, well, guess what, you shills? Be sure to clean it up while you're down there. Now let's see some based shit. Urbus99 says, it's just bad. I saw the gameplay thoroughly. It's simply worse. Plus, using AI? Come on, guys. I can't explain how much I hate them using these shortcuts. Bruno Laurie says, lies, lies, lies from Activision. Open matchmaking is skill-based matchmaking in disguise. Horrible campaign, easily the worst one in the genre. Damn! To top that all off, the developers blatantly use AI for game development to the point of the game feeling soulless. You know what? These are people who think. Holy shit. 10 out of 10. Oh my God in the heavens. Here. Ixia33 says, it's not the best Call of Duty, but definitely not the worst either. The biggest issue in my opinion is the movement in multiplayer. I've heard fucking the complete opposite. I heard the movement is sick. So I don't know who the fuck's... I don't know. I'd believe a 0 before I believe a fucking 8 out of 10. Jesus. Like, are you fucking with me right now, man? Yeah, not that I give a super shit about Metacritic. Man, it appears the lights are going out on this channel. Damn. That's okay, you guys have, like, a lot of past live streams you can watch if you want. That's enough of annihilating this game. It's fucking destroyed. Now for the final nail in tonight's coffin. Oh, wait. No, we still have... Oh. I guess we'll finish with Keeley and we'll talk about this crap for a little bit. Let's see here. I'm not buying Black Ops 7. Nobody should. But people will do what they want, man. It's everyone else's money. I don't control shit. There were a few things that I missed about this. There were a few things that they said are coming to the game, and I did not watch this crap. I just watched the gameplay and I said, wow, that is some fucking soulless trash. Like, I mean, it's not garbage because it's Halo. It's not garbage because it's fucking Halo, but don't, like, how do I put it, man? This is the most low-hanging fruit. This is the easiest thing you could have done. The fucking... 343 Industries, Studios, whatever the fuck they were called, is now called Halo Studios. So don't get wrong, these are the same people who made Infinite. They're just remaking the first game because it's such low-hanging fucking fruit. It's like, dude, you could not have done something lazier than this, but let's get into it. If you'd like to see us live tomorrow night, consider supporting the show.
Project coming out of Halo Studios. It is the ultimate Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things.
Yo, what the fuck did this guy just say?
Halo CE campaign remake. It is coming to Xbox, PC, and for the first time, PlayStation. It'll be arriving next year. To talk more about it, we've got Dan, Max, and Greg from the development team. Guys, let's get into this. Why is this the right game for right now?
We did this work on Halo Anniversary. I felt like there were certain things that were left unsaid. There were certain things that we weren't able to achieve at that time. There were certain things we weren't able to do.
It's a great time to revisit Combat Evolved for new players, for established Halo players, and maybe even for old friends playing on different hardware today, to allow them to play together and enjoy the franchise together again.
Going back to the Halo ring again for the first time.
For the first time is really important, and for them to be surprised by new content and feel like excited again about exploring the ring world.
For new players, this is the right time for you to jump in. Think of this as your introduction into this huge franchise we've been building for the past 25 years.
Say that once more.
Into this huge franchise we've been building for...
We've been building for the past 25 years. You're gonna sit there and take Bungie's fucking hard work and just piss on it. Just fucking take a shit right on it. What are you talking about? We've been building for the past 25 years. Who are you? He's nobody. He's not anyone. Been building for 25 years. Who are you? You destroyed Halo.
The past 25 years.
I'm curious how you're going to focus on capturing the essence of the original, knowing that you need to evolve to kind of move the experience forward.
Yeah, from design, we don't take that lightly at all. Whenever we make a change, the number one thing was to be true to the original game.
For every one of those topics that comes up, there's someone who is incredibly passionate on the other side saying we can, like, that is sacred. We do not move that crate.
You're How do we remain faithful to the original game? By not making fucking changes. I don't know what they're talking about. How do you remain faithful but make changes? Like, what are you talking about?
Really about looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on. And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original.
Wait, is this 4-player split screen?
About looking across, what we've learned over the years, what technology we've built, and how we can tie that back into this experience.
So in this game, up to 4 people can play the campaign together, regardless of which platform they're on.
Huh. Well, that's pretty good. I don't agree with, like, 90% of what I've seen, but if you can play this game with, like, 4 people and play through the whole campaign, that's kind of interesting. I will say that's like the only interesting thing so far.
And then we're kicking it old school. We can play 2-player co-op on consoles, on the couch together, just like we did back in the original. What do you have to do differently to account now for 4 people running around?
For different co-op counts, we will make some of the spaces larger. We also want to make sure we're authentic to the encounters themselves. So it's a balancing act between that difficulty tuning and making those encounters the right size for the right space.
I understand that we've done some special tune-up works to the beloved Warthog.
We have. There's a new seat, what I like to call the golf cart seat or the bumper seat. This is on the back of the Warthog, so now you can bring everyone with.
Mind if I join you?
Let's talk a little bit about one of my favorite aspects of the Halo franchise. What is this?
$2 through Super Chat. COD Halo have been dead. Is on its way out. Copy.
Chaz, you just get here, man? You missed 80% of the reality check. Bro. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. But I think all 3 of these franchises are fucking finished. Halo is so fucking dead. They're remaking the fucking first game? What are they talking about? Dude, if I play Black Ops 7, my viewership will go down. I guarantee. 100%. If we put that game on, it'll go down to fucking 7 viewers. Yeah, we will eliminate the channel that way for sure. Nah, I think Halo's fucked. If they're resorting to remaking the first game, they already did. They basically already did. Now these phonies come in here and say, "Oh, we've got 25 years of development on a Halo. We've been building it for that long." These fucking new people who are not there. These are not day one people. None of this is day one. Holy shit. Chaz saving the show.
Tipped $2 through Super Chat.
The savior.
I tell the truth even when I lie. It's over so sad. F.
You know, man, I wish it was a lie. I wish everything I've seen tonight as far as... Damn, I wish the DeLorean was fucking real, man. All these games to me are dead. You know what remains is very, very good games. Resident Evil 9 to me looks boring. Halo is the most fucking soulless possible thing I've ever... Dude, the only thing, like, holding me back from completely annihilating this Halo crap is 4 players playing the campaign together at once. That's pretty insane. That's kind of interesting to me.
Stars.
Holy sock.
UBCS has just tipped $2 through Super Chat. Was working late, I had to get in here for the reality C.
That's what's up, Chaz. And you're our only super chatter in the last 4 streams, I think, or something like that. So, thank you so kindly, bro. We would be totally fucking destroyed without you. We'd be destroyed. The whole channel would be fucking nuked without Chaz right now. But, how do I put this? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but from everything I've seen, Resident Evil 9, Call of Duty, and Halo, these things are going away. I don't care if it's coming to fucking PlayStation. Like, who cares? Like, that's just like an insignificant detail to me. It's something that was bound to happen at some point. God, they love money. They fucking praise the money barrel. They need it. They need to suck.
Chaz UBCS has just tipped $2 through Super Chat. I will save the show, keep the lights on, support Dill.
Thank you so kindly, Chaz. Thank you so kindly. If there's ever a day where the lights are going out, I'll try to let you guys know. Thank you. Look, man, I want these things to be fucking fantastic. I loved Call of Duty at its tip top. When Halo was the best, I wasn't just a gamer. I lived in the fucking game. I loved Halo that much. Better than all of them. The first game better than all of them. You can say Halo Reach, you can say Halo 3, you can say whatever the fuck. The first game built something. And the fans built upon that. And now we've got these people trying to burn it all down. Do you understand?
Stars.
Jack
Metalhead
Metalhead
has just tipped $4.99 through Super Chat. I don't want to see you disappear, man. We need people like you to give the reality checks.
No, it's... Here's the thing, man. It's not that I, like, severely need the money. It's just, it's nice to see that the channel has a little fuel, you know? When the numbers are in the red, except for the views. The views are fucking psychotic, but...
Chaz UBCS
thank you, guys.
has just tipped $2 through Super Chat.
We will be live tomorrow.
If you got $7 for a Starbucks, you got $2 for top content F.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We hit the goal. We don't need any more money. I just like, how do you put it, man? I just like to know that we're doing something in here. We're doing something. And obviously we are. I really need to hit it harder on talking on this channel, though. The shorts are great, but let me tell you what, I've got a lot to fucking say. I've got a new method I'm going to try and see if that works. Hopefully you guys will like it. But for deploying content, I've got a new little thing I'm going to try. Just so I can try and get something out to you generous people every day. Or at least every other day. I've got so much to say, it's like I can't review all this shit.
Chaz UBCS has just donated $2 through
Thank
Super
you so
Chat.
kindly.
If you're good at something, never do it for free, the Joker.
There you go. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Yeah, that's kind of true, man. It's kind of true, but I don't know, dude. I'm just a guy who talks, man, and tells it like it is. I'm sure if I gave you guys the microphone, I'd hear something similar.
How Unfortunate has just donated $3.33 through Super Chat. Dark times.
How unfortunate. Dark times indeed. And I'll say not just in gaming, but I don't know, man. I say don't come to America if you can help it, but I don't know where else there is to go, to be honest, so. Yeah, it is dark times, man. And we're getting toward winter, so it's really fucking dark. If you guys live in the Midwest or, like, in the North, you know. If you guys live in the north of the fucking country, you know. Thank you so kindly for the 333. Look at this. You guys are fucking massive. Thanks for putting a lot of gas in the tank, bro. I don't use this for gas, but, you know what I'm saying. Gas in the tank. Keeping the lights on. But, my concern is this. It's that this trend is going to happen. All across the board. Like, look, man. I'm all for, making games easier to produce. Making games, more accessible. Making game development more accessible. I'd love to see people chase the dream. But if this is how it's gonna be done, maybe stay at fucking McDonald's. Maybe keep wiping that floor. I'll take a number 11. Bitch. You know? These guys are taking something that you all and I love.
Christopher Cardarelli has just
Yo!
donated $2 through Super Chat.
What up, Christopher?
Dark and cold times.
Yeah.
However, keep your head up.
Thank you, good sir. Nah, look, man, life's great. Life's great. We're just... troubling. Troubling. No, I've got a job. I got cool people. Got you guys. It's fucking awesome. But it's just,
ChazUBCS
Damn.
has just donated $2 through Super Chat. Gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, songs hot.
Damn, thank you so kindly, guys. I appreciate that very much. I think the direction gaming is going is exactly as they feared. Lazy. Not to say that there aren't some bangers. Like, how do I put this, guys? They're giving you skulls with the new Halo. They're giving you 3 new missions. So we're probably going to see Sergeant Johnson. They're remastering and remixing the music. They brought what's-his-name back in here to say the voice lines. Fucking the guy from Saw, you know? I'm joking. It's not fucking Jigsaw. I know the difference, but it's just like they're trying so little to change the fucking... It's almost like they should let it go. It's almost like they should let Halo die. Maybe Gears of War as well. Remember E-Day? That's coming as well, gents. Xbox, by the way. Yeah. The guy from the Saw. You know it's dark times when EA lets Battlefield listen to fans. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of funny to me. Hey, that's the good thing, though, Jack. That's the good thing, though. You just named off a big dub. I've got 150 hours in that hoe. And trust me, we're just getting started. Dude, first Battle Pass is going to take me a fucking month to get through. Not that that's the most important thing. I just wanted to support something that mattered, you know? It's a small way of showing, hey, Battlefield 2042 was pure cancer in my fucking eyes. It was a fucking... 2042 didn't get my money, and I still bitch slapped the game with my cock. Okay? It's decimated. It's decimated. I did not support it. I will not support Black Ops 7. You know what I will do? Throw an extra $10 toward fucking Battlefield 6. That'll give me another, month of extra content. Insane. Insane. I think that's fair. Now, am I a simp for Battlefield? No. I'm not buying everything. I'm not buying in-game currency, and I'm not buying the pro. I'm not that big. End of the game, it's like, great game, and it did what it needed to do without any of the fucking bullshit. Great beta, by the way. If they all went like that, I think we'd be somewhere. The guy from Saw, by the way, that's funny. The lights are bright now. Thank you guys so kindly. I'm sorry if I ever say, oh, we need money. No, we technically don't, but it just shows that we're still doing something here. We're still pickaxing away at the fucking diamonds, Slowly but surely getting through this cave. And it is dark times. I mean, didn't Saudi Arabia buy something up and people are worried now that they're going to take out the tits and the fucking ass and I'm not sure what they're going to do. I know they don't like women to be flaunting their goods in that part of the world. Not that that's all I care about, but they will probably make some decisions, right? That we might not agree with. I don't know, but it just brings me back, man. I'm thankful for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Thankful for Battlefield 6. Damn, what a good time. I'm thankful for the Dead Space remake. People don't talk about that one too much, do they? So yeah, produce your garbage. Someone will be happy. Facilitate the needs of the corporate overlords. Make them happy. They obviously need bread on the table, so fucking give it to them. Will I be there for Halo? I don't know, man. What I'd like to do is not be there for Halo. But as a Halo original fan, I'm kind of feeling like an edgelord. I kind of want to buy it on PlayStation, but Unreal Engine 5. Low-hanging fruit. We remade the game that was already perfect before, and we...
ChazUBCS has just donated $2 through Super Chat. We trust you, we know you command the loyalty of Duami F.
Ain't no army here, Chaz. We just got a comfy community of thinkers. People who fucking think. That's what I've always been looking for. You know the truth? I feel alone on planet Earth when I'm not, streaming or talking to someone in this community in some capacity. Even an argument. You know what I've discovered growing up? And this comes from, a decent amount of experience now. The people I've encountered are nothing like any of us. Nothing like me, nothing like you guys. So we do have something special here. We might not, have 100,000 subs or whatever the fuck. Or 100, 200 people watching it. Frankly, doesn't matter. What we've got here is more important and interesting to me than the thousands of people I've met in the past few years. Thousands. I do a few different jobs, or I've done a few different jobs in the last few years, and it always has to do with meeting a lot of people. Well, most of the time. And what I've come across is that there's no one really like us out there. It's weird. It's almost like NPC theory is real. I don't know. I'm glad there are people in here who think, is what I'm trying to say. Thank goodness for thinking human fucking beings, you know? Who are allowed to ask questions. Who are encouraged to ask questions. And maybe think twice before succumbing to the product. And the corporate overlords that control it. You know? I'm glad people ask for more. I'm happy to see people not pleased with the status quo of the industry.
ChazUBCS has just donated $2 through Super Chat. This group is special, Dilly. I can feel it inside death.
Hell yeah. It is special. And the unfortunate thing is, Chaz, I'll just say one unfortunate thing, is that not everyone could be here for it. There were some cool people in the community who have gone away, or maybe we got in an argument or a fight, and it's like, well, fuck, man. Now the community is shrinking further down. I love varieties of ideas and ideologies and thoughts and feelings, differences. It's what makes it all interesting. I wish some of the people who were banned or, you know, left the show or whatever you want to call this, left the broadcast, I wish they didn't have to go. You know, whatever happened sucks. I wish nobody had to go. Some of us have passed on. Cool people in the community like Little Fishy, Jonah Darby. Really cool people, man. I'm glad to have known them. I wish they did not pass on. But I'm really happy to have known them. They introduced me to some cool fucking shit. But, this is special. It's the only connection for me, apart from, like, you know, my mother or my sister or something like that. It's the only, like, connection for me that really it feels like a connection. It feels like a collective. It's like, this isn't my gang, this isn't my army, this isn't my, you know, this isn't even mine. It's ours. It's us, you know? Thank goodness we can think and argue and, like, communicate in this way. Because there are people out there, okay, who do not think. They just buy. Shiny product. Me purchase. You wouldn't believe how many. So no wonder we're here. No wonder Call of Duty, Halo, and Resident Evil are all fucked up. It's because the majority has ruled. And the unthinking are the majority. I remember Little Fishy. Yeah, Little Fishy was a really awesome dude, bro. I get choked up a little bit talking about him, but he's the biggest fan of the show ever. What he did changed my life. I hope he's in the most heavenly of fucking places. Peacefully resting. Maybe we will meet again. What a really cool guy, though, man. Positive. Even when shit was bad, he was, like, laughing about it. You know? If a bad Resident Evil game dropped, we'd be like, oh no! In a laughing sort of way, you know? It wasn't like a tragedy, like, whoa, bro, my heart is destroyed. No, it was, like, kind of funny, you know? Bad game comes out, we point and laugh together, you know? Played a few games with him, but I remember our conversations more than anything. Like, talking on the actual phone. With my personal phone number type shit, you know? He was just a very hype individual. Jonah Darby, I think he, you know, bounced from different communities, you know, back and forth. I won't name all the communities, but he gifted Back for Blood on this channel back when that was hot. And I thought it was a good game. Unfortunately, the player base went full-blown fucking retard. You know what I'm saying? The player base for Back for Blood isn't a prime example of how they can destroy something. Just by not being engaged with it, just not trying to have fun. The most toxic fucking fan base that basically died instantly. Back for Blood was great, but the players, I don't know. And when Turtle Rock Studios, I think it was, got bought, it was all over. It was all over from there, straight up. It's just fucking finished. When you got the corporate giant coming in with their fucking ironclad fist, what can you do? Embrace destruction, I guess. Yeah. Good times, though. Overall on the channel, I mean, I wouldn't like get in the DeLorean and do some crazy shit, go back in time. But I would definitely want some of these people to return to the fold. I just think, you know, certain lines by certain people have been crossed, and we just can't have bad eggs in the community. But some of these people left for whatever reason. Maybe we disagreed about Elden Ring, or what other game have I trashed, you know? It's like, I hope most of you guys stick around, even if I, you know, don't love your favorite game. You know? I'm sure not all of you guys love my favorite games. Like Vampire Survivors for some of you would be fucking actual torture. Or, what else? Death Stranding 2? Box Delivery Simulator. That's okay. We don't have to agree. It's funny to me. It's actually kind of funny. Like, when people trash my favorite stuff, I kind of laugh at it. I'm like, I don't know. It's funny to me. I will never leave. Damn, Chaz. You're the fucking man. Thanks for the F's in chat. Nemesis. Agree to disagree on opinions. That's what's up, man. It's fine to disagree. But personal attacks are never fine. Oh, you like Resident Evil Village? Well, I hope you fucking fall down. I hope you stub your toe on every fucking Lego that exists. It's like, nah, I don't give that much of a fuck. No, if you love Resident Evil Village, slurp it up. Millions of people love it. I don't know why, but whatever. Whatever, dude. One man's soup is another guy's fucking toilet water. I'll go down with the ship. No, Chaz, don't do it. It's okay. You love Sons of the Forest, and I could never play that. Why not, Jack? I'm curious. I'm honestly curious. That, to me, is probably in my top 10 of all time. I'm not going anywhere, Brass, says Nemesis. Thank you so kindly. Majin Nemesis. Yeah, I'm very curious. Why couldn't you play Sons of the Forest? Because it's like a building simulator? That's what I like about it, is building my base. The parts of the game that are very, how do you put... It's like you gotta know. Without the Good Senator, I wouldn't have known half of the fucking shit we did in that game. Or more. Like, it's almost a game where someone has to show you a bit. If you're not shown, you probably have to do the research on your own, and it's not tantalizing. Alien Isolation 2, baby, yeah. Man, please, I hope that's good. That's like Stray 2. That's like Stray 2 coming out, bro. Well, actually, even better, Alien Isolation 2 is like, it's crazy like that to think of. I don't understand why we didn't get a Stray 2. That blows my fucking mind. I tried 7 Days to Die, and yeah, I'm not into the building aspect. Same reason I can't get into Minecraft. Oh! That's interesting, man. That's interesting. I, on the other hand, am kind of the complete opposite. I like the building aspect, but I do know what you mean. It's you kind of got to get into it. With Minecraft, I did it for a while, but then I realized somebody has built the fucking Statue of Liberty in this game. Or like, you know, where do people go that's prestigious? Like, they built the fucking Superdome. They built the fucking... Anything I do will be a blip on the map. Like, so tiny and insignificant. Yeah. That's why I don't fuck with Minecraft. But Sons of the Forest, it's, what it does for me is tantalizes me like The Walking Dead. It's like my Walking Dead fantasy. I'm Rick Grimes, bitch, you know? That's what it does for me. But I could definitely see why people are not into that. I first got into that with Fallout 4, and I've been addicted since. I love building. I love making my superstructure. Make a fucking tower where my bed is at the top with a, you know, one of those electric legs from, what the fuck is that movie? A Christmas Story. Yeah. Nice lamp leg type thing. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Google AI says there are signs Stray 2 is gonna happen? Yo! We all need to convince Brass to livestream a playthrough of Alien Isolation. Man, I've tried. The game is so scary, bro. I don't know how you play it. Everyone tells me it's too scary. And I agree, but in the best way, it's too scary. Still haven't played Stray? Bro, if you're on PlayStation Plus, I think it was free. I think it's a short game, Nemesis, if you're looking for something quick. I don't think it's that long. I think you can beat it in 4.5 hours. Well, you get a little stumped on certain puzzles, but yeah. Going to switch back to this little Halo thing here and just... I want to knock this out. I don't ever want to touch on this again. I want to bury this nail forever.
We made sure that anything we included isn't going to drastically change the way the game plays, to change the sandbox in a drastic way, but there's some really fun kind of additions, and that's across, you know, enemies, weapons, vehicles, things that in the original CE you weren't able to do before that you now can. You finally killed the elite with the sword. That weapon hits the floor and you can pick that up and just, you know, kind of really take it to the enemy.
Man, what?
All these weapons, by the
That guy was so cringe they all laughed at him. That's crazy.
Kind of really take it to the...
Look at
The
this.
sword.
He
That
turns
weapon
away
hits
to
the floor
laugh.
and you can pick that up and just, you know, kind of really take it to the enemy.
the sound design. All these weapons, by the way, have been painstakingly
embarrassed.
remodeled, rebuilt, higher fidelity. How do all these things kind of come to life?
That comes across through the way they look, the way they sound, the effects, the actual panels on the weapons themselves, the ammo counters.
With Unreal, the fully dynamic lighting within Lumen allows us to get those effects.
Unreal. It's unreal, by the way. Man. Like, I don't have a problem necessarily with Unreal Engine 5, okay? I don't have a brutal problem with it. My problem is that it's misused. They do things like this, where they think, oh, let's just put it in the engine. Is this really developed, bro? Are you, like, joking? Or did you just put this in an engine and then get in there with your paintbrush and then fuck around? Oh, man, dude. I don't like it when games just kind of get put in. It's like, let's just put it in the engine. Is this sculpted? Is this re-sculpted? Did they rebuild the fucking game?
Of course, one of the
I don't believe
hallmark
it.
elements of Halo CE is what becomes kind of a three-way battle with the introduction of the Flood.
There was quite a bit of development between Halo CE and 3 to kind of how the Flood behaved and just how they interacted with the player. So we've pulled a lot of those Flood behaviors into this game.
And I would say this is a learning specifically from CE to Anniversary, which is just kind of that mood, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, and really delivering on that from the way that we stage the encounters and the setup and how we reveal the Flood.
In Halo Legacy, there were some pure form units. We've pulled in a familiar friend, familiar fiend, if you will, to challenge the player.
What's Halo Legacy? Unreal Engine 5. Yeah. It's over, Halo bros. Well, hey, I'm a Halo bro. And let me tell you, I jumped ship long ago. Way before Infinite. Although I was on board Infinite until I got deeper into that game and I realized how fucking trash it was. Nah, man. I think this is probably going to be an embarrassing fucking reminder that they can't just remake a game and it's like you can change these elements and we still feel the same way about it as we did the original. That world does not exist. You guys have played the original Resident Evil, right? Prime example of how to remake a game. Resident Evil. You know? It's like it goes from fucking down here to fucking up here, like, and it was already good. The original Resident Evil is already good. It's not like a focused, brilliant masterpiece, but it's really good. Now, the remake it introduces things. They tried. The whole game was remade. They didn't just take a look at the blueprints over here and then boom, slap on some fucking new graphics and call it a day. They didn't take the bones of the original game and put skin and flesh over them like they're doing with this shit. I don't think this game is remade. It's evolved. I don't think this shit is a remake. I think this is tampering with an original product and calling it 25 years of hard work. You cannot fool me, 343 Industries, a.k.a. Halo Productions. You think I'm an idiot. You think we're all dumb idiots. Well, guess what? Some of us might fucking be. But not this community. Bitch-made, soulless suckheads. God, why do they do this? And I'll tell you, the true reality here is that I'll probably buy this game. Now, I want to resist, but I might buy this game. And here's the real reason why. Up to 4-player online co-op on console and PC with full cross-play, cross-progression support. There's some fundamental realities you gotta face when it comes to a product. They can sell you with one line if they really know what they're doing. Now, if this game turns out to be a fucking unbelievable, glitchy nightmare, bitch slapped out of its mind, well, then I'm not going to buy it just because of this one line here. But I'll tell you what, I might buy it because of this one line here. And I mean, it's like, practice what you preach, but I also need to reality check the fuck out of this game, you know? You know, I honestly, I can barely hold back. Dillon, what level are you on Battlefield 6? 69. Seriously. I think. Yeah, 69. And the Resident Evil remake is over 20 years old. That's what I'm saying, dude. They did something there. They built something. They rebuilt something, and it's fucking incredible. I love the Resident Evil remake. It's one of the best things that's ever happened in gaming history. It's one of the best. can you name something more comfy than that? And the reason I bring that up is because that's how you do that. This is not. This right here is not how you do this.
Talk to me just a little bit about how we're approaching the narrative aspects to bring it up to the same level as the rest of this game.
We want to tell an authentic story, and we want to level up the cinematics from the source.
As we were building this out, we didn't just kind of put a new coat of paint over the original cinematics, right? We ended up revisiting exactly how they were blocked out, how they were sequenced, how they were put together, and we've done that across the board.
We have access to original source assets, original source code, and access to the original storyboards. We are remastering, remixing the music to go along with these cinematics.
We also had the core principal cast come in and re-record all the lines.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Okay, spoilers. I watched another creator talk about this, and I had to interject. I immediately had to fucking... That's why we're doing this, okay? That's why I'm paying attention to this shit. Because I didn't know they talked like this and revealed, you know, new shit in this roundtable thing. I thought it was a circle jerk. I thought they were just like, you know, screwing around. But I think Cortana sounds like shit now. If they're re-recording the lines, this brain here can do some pretty incredible stuff. Memorizing most of the Halo fucking lines is something the brain did. Now, when I hear her say this line, I know exactly where in the game they're talking.
How much firepower would you need to crack one of the engine shields?
This really provides a degree of fidelity that we weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I think re-recording some of these lines is detrimental, and if they've got the source code, maybe they should just manipulate the original lines, or maybe some of the secondary takes, because damn, I do not like what I am fucking hearing. But we don't have a choice. There's nothing we can do. I liked RE0 too. Dude, RE0, I think is still great. I think it holds up, and when people say, oh, they should remake that, I disagree. I think maybe, you know, it can wait. Maybe after whatever comes next, whatever remake is next. RE5, Code Veronica. I'm open to these games being remade. Outbreak. I wouldn't mind that at all. But, yeah, RE0 still kind of holds up. All they need to do is take out a few certain things. Like the elevator sequence where you have to... When you're on the train at the beginning, oh my god. There's this, like, elevator, like, send up the food up here, send the food down here, put this thing in the elevator and it goes down. And it was so monotonous and repetitive. Switch to Billy so you can, you know, pick this up, and it was terrible. But they take out that one thing, the game would be fucking flawless. I think Resident Evil 0 is highly underrated. They should have just made a Halo 0. Holy shit. There you go. Well, they kind of already have. Halo Reach. Never mind.
We weren't able to do for Halo Anniversary.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
I'm super excited that this game will include 3 brand new bonus missions. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was really important that we preserve the original story as it is. So these missions specifically are meant to be a prequel, setup for, you know, the main course. These new missions are going to offer some new opportunities for character interactions, maybe between, you know, Chief and Johnson.
We've got some new mechanics, maybe some new AI behaviors, things that haven't been done before in Halo CE.
I think we're just getting started.
Bonus missions,
where are
by
we
the
right now
way.
at this stage in development? What can you share with us?
In the past few weeks, we've been able to start engaging and sending builds out to some of our community members.
We can now see so many of the elements of the level really coming together.
There's a point in every game's life cycle where it kind of just comes online.
Seeing really high fidelity versions of cinematics, elements of the sandbox and encounter tweaks and the lighting.
You can go to someone's desk and give feedback live on an experience, and to me that's like a really exciting time in game development.
The ultimate love letter to the game that started it all. I would call upon our entire Halo community to welcome with open arms this next generation of players. I'm excited to just relive these experiences again for the first time.
So, when it comes to the thumbnails on this channel, they're usually deliberately picked for a reason. Let me look again what the fucking thumbnail was for this live stream. 1 second. Actually, it's hard to see. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Be sure to hit the like button before we call it a night here. Thank fuck you guys cannot see my screen. Let me think, man. What the fuck even was the thumbnail? I've got 3 words written on the front, I'm pretty sure. Boring. That's Resident Evil. Soulless. That's Halo. Slop is Call of Duty. I consider these 3 franchises in dire straits, if not completely fucking dead. Now, when I say dead, I don't mean unsuccessful. These games will make fucking money. Okay, whatever. Money, to me, is not necessarily success. We can call it that, but I think there's creative success. I think there's personal success. I think there's a lot of variables. But regardless, if Resident Evil is successful or not, it looks boring to me. Whether Halo is successful or not, it looks completely fucking soulless. And I hate to use the word, but that is what it is. It is an entity that exists only because these corporate fucks can't figure out how to make a new Halo. They're pegged. They're fucked. Do you guys... They're already changing shit just from this image I just noticed, so whatever. The final thing to talk about tonight is this. And basically, there's really not much to talk about except, damn, Geoff Keighley is all over Expedition 33's cock. Damn. When I said this is meaningless to me, it's pretty fucking meaningless. I don't have very deep opinions when it comes to these subcategories. Been playing the same fucking games on these lists for too damn long. Mobile games, by the way. Next. Art direction. And these are just nominees. I expect Expedition 33 to win the fuck out of this show. Also, fuck Ghost of Yotei, a game basically made by Satan. Best score and music leveled up by Spotify? What the fuck does that mean? They're the sponsor? Damn, bro. I don't think anyone in this community played Ghost of Yotei and loved it. Hello, Erica? What the fuck you talking about? Erica? Jesus. There must have not been very many games come out this year. What the fuck? I seen like 3 different games. I don't care, Joff. Just show me the fucking list, bro. Adaptation, by the way. Oh! 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 Dude. This basically is a show of what sucks the least. Holy fuck, dude. There's only one game. Oh, damn. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, baby. I only care about Death Stranding 2 on most of this shit. I don't know what has happened, but they act like there's only 3 games that came out this year. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? These are the same games as last year. What the fuck? Games for Impact. Here we go. Woke. It's like, I don't give a fuck. But that's what this is. That's what the category is. It's like, what game has a political message? Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Night Rain, Peak. What the fuck is Peak? Is that the mountain climber game where you're like playing an anime fucking mountain climber? Wow. Are you fucking joking? In the same category as Arc Raiders and Battlefield 6 and Elden Ring Night Rain is Peak? Damn, why don't I just open up my ass? Holy shit, dude. One of the games nominated is called Consume Me? What? Consume Me. In Consume Me, you take on the role of Jenny, young, in love, and entering her final year of high school. Make meticulous scheduling decisions to maximize your glow up. Solve the puzzle game of dieting. Evade distractions as you pursue scholarly success. What the fuck? Consume Me is a semi-autobiographical game that depicts dieting, disordered eating, and fat phobia? Damn. Makes me not want to consume this game. Like, what the fuck? I'm serious. It's real. Take on the role of Jenny. Make meticulous scheduling decisions to maximize your glow up? I'd rather die. Jesus, what the fuck is that? Bro. This is insane. Baby Steps got screwed. Not one nomination? Hey, they didn't pay enough. You know? That's what it is. They didn't pay enough. Best indie game. Yo! Dude, they're putting, like, Claire Obscure on every list. I fucking hate that. Expedition 33. Never played it. How many of you guys played Expedition 33? Any of you? I think Nemesis has. Dude, what the fuck? And they're showing this twice? Am I stupid? Best debut indie game. Ugh. Best VR game. Does anyone on Earth care about this? Damn, bro. Content Creator of the Year. Damn, bro. I gave it like 4 hours and it was so boring. Oh, shit. Most anticipated game. I wonder which one is going to be... I wonder which game is going to get the most... Most anticipated my balls. Bro, The Witcher 4? What are you doing? What are you fucking doing, bro? I hope The Witcher 4 wins. That'd be funny. I'm expecting that game to be a fucking nuclear nightmare. Best action-adventure game. What the fuck? Indiana Jones came out this year? That must have been long ago. 33 is an amazing game. Huh. I mean, you guys know my taste. Would I like it? From what I've seen, it doesn't look like my cup of tea, but maybe I'm stupid. I can't believe fucking Indiana Jones came out this year. That's crazy to me. Wow, dude, they are in love with Expedition 33's cock. That is insane. Look how fast Avowed leaves the screen. Boom. Oh my god. Boom. Dude. Dude, these are not timed. Dude, they didn't all get the same screen time. Holy shit, this is pay to fucking win. I'm not joking. Whoever did this, like, edited this so fast. I deliberately make sure everything is the same amount of time when I edit. What are you fucking doing, man? I guess none of this really matters. We're all just... That's just a big fucking... It's just a big jerk off. Whatever's going on here, man. Best fighting game. Oh my god. They still make Virtua Fighter? Fuck, dude. I thought that was like a 70s game. Dude, what are they doing? This is so inconsistent. This is the worst ever. Joff looks like he's had some blood. He seems to have de-aged. Innovation and accessibility, by the way. Best family game. Let's see what this is. Donkey Kong Banana. Lego Parties. Lego Voyager. World... What the fuck was that Mario game? Mario Kart World. What's this? Does anyone know about that? What the fuck is Mario Kart World? That sounds cool. Indiana came out last year. It's nominated because it came out... Oh! Wow, that's fucking bullshit. It gets double dipped because, oh, it came out on PlayStation. Damn, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Damn, what the fuck? That's weird to me. Yeah, it's definitely a joke now. What the fuck? Mario Kart but free roam? Was this any good? That's... Wait. I think I did see this game. I didn't know what I was looking at. This is a hard game, right? This is like straight up for veterans of the industry. Sonic Racing. What the fuck is that? Bro, Sonic Racing. Dude, these are like so inconsistent. Whoever edited this, fired. Wow, I can tell what they want to win. What the shit, dude? Oh, you weirdos. Best esports game. Man, get this shit out of here. Every one of these games could get bonked on the head for all I give a fuck. Esports athlete. Nothing but man boobs and fucking neck beards. Next. Same thing. Dude, no one cares about esports. It is fake. Man, I do not respect that part of the industry at all. I disrespect. I spit in their direction. Why are they acting like no games came out this year? Am I like Am I insane? Why are they acting like there's only 5 fucking games? Maybe, for all I know, nothing came out this year. Am I just like, am I tripping? I thought we had some good-ass games come out this year. Not like the best year ever, but the fuck? Game of the Year. Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza. What are you talking about? Are you insane? Donkey Kong Bonanza next to Death Stranding 2, by the way. Are you joking? Man, Nintendo can, like, get down here. And they can clean it all up for me. Real nice. You know, we take Nintendo's head and we push it down. Nintendo can fuck off. What the fuck is this doing on the list? Hades 2, definitely not gonna win. Some of these are filler. Like actual filler. Kingdom Come could win, but I doubt it. The game's been out too long. People are like, oh, what game was that again? Expedition 33 came out at like the perfect time though, so it's like fresh. I don't think anyone gives a fuck about Death Stranding 2, I'll be honest. I love it, but I know people don't care. Donkey Kong to me is such a joke though, putting that next to any of these fucking games. Damn, bro, this is the only game that's like a kind of simulator. Fuck, dude, everything else is like anime superstar, Norman Reedus simulator, a fucking baby game. Bro, Hades 2. No one cares. I don't understand, man. What? Whatever. I guess we're not meant to understand anyway. That's the truth. We're not meant to understand. Consume product, prepare for next product. But, Player's Voice nominees coming December 1st? What? What are you talking about, bro? Look at this guy. He de-aged by like 5, maybe 10 years. What the fuck did you smear on your body? The blood of a human being? 'Cause I bet. Opening act begins. What the fuck? What's the date, homie? I don't see a date down here. You have the time, but not the date. The fuck is this? You can vote now, by the way. Not that it makes a single difference. December 11th. Cool. Geoff Keighley has a punchable face? Whoa! That's a nice guy. Right? I don't understand the Donkey Kong thing, but maybe I'm just stupid. I really don't get it, but that's okay. I guess we'll try to broadcast this. What day of the week is December 11th? Fuck. Unless I take work off, I will be working. But damn, the Game Awards to me just... I mean, it's a big joke. It's better to do the job and then we'll come home and do the midnight oils, you know? But holy fuck. Like, honestly, it's a joke. Like, sell me this pen? Well, they couldn't, because it's a clown pen. That's how I feel about this. I don't know, man. It's... As far as I can tell, it's pay to win. It's bribe to win. I thought we had some great games this year, but they're acting like we had like 6 games total. Which I guess, whatever, man. Whatever you say. Oh. But, we're probably going to call it this evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the broadcast. We'll be back on tomorrow night. I could just continue with a game or something, but I feel like that might diminish the quality of the stream. We really got down to it tonight. Truth and reality has been fucking brutally put down. As far as tomorrow night goes, I don't have anything in particular planned. What's the matter, kid? Don't you like clown pens? Oh, shit. Yeah, man. W stream, thank you so kindly. I was gonna go on for a bit longer, but I feel like I said my piece. I mean, I can't think of anything I did not say. And I did not hold back. Resident Evil does not get my approval. So if you believe me in any regard, maybe you should wait. Wait and see. Do not lock in the pre-order. Wait and see. And I'm not saying spoil yourself, I'm saying let's wait. Wait for further developments. Let's see some action or something. Because I don't know. The Game Awards, I'm probably going to skip. The only thing I'm going to do, Christopher, is probably talk with you guys about it on the Midnight Oils that night. There's no way I'm calling off work just to fucking broadcast the Game Awards. A show no one takes seriously, by the way. Except good old Joff here. Man, this is some mind-blowing fucking material. I'd like to say we're in better waters, but right now it's pretty cringe waters. I'd say just stick with the games you got, and you can't go wrong. If you got Arc Raiders, sink deep into that. If you got Battlefield 6, sink deep into that. If you got both, hop frog. Now, if you bought none of these games... well, then there is no pleasing you. And you're just gonna have to wait longer. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what we'll do tomorrow night, but perhaps I'll continue Final Fantasy X. Or, how long is Code Veronica? How long is that game? It's like the usual 12 or 14 hours. Maybe a little less if I know what I'm doing. Same, Christopher. Whatever I got, I'm sticking with that. I'd say stick with the classics. Stick with the indie games. Because it is an embarrassing reality right now. Embarrassing. Yeah, how long is Code Veronica? Because that's basically next on the list. But I don't know if I want to interrupt my flow. On Final Fantasy X, I'm kind of in a flow. And I don't know how long it will take me to beat the game, but I don't want to lose the flow. If you don't get soft lock, maybe 12 hours. Okay. That's actually pretty reasonable. And bro, if I get soft lock, it's because I'm an idiot. I'll make sure I save at... Yeah, I've seen someone get soft locked, actually. I know what you're talking about. The grenade launcher. Or the rocket launcher. Get fucking locked in by whatever the fuck his name is. 5 to 12 hours. Probably 12 hours for me then, because The last time I got very far in Code Veronica was like, I don't know how many years ago. Fuck, probably like nearly 20 years ago. Something insane. That's when I played Code Veronica. And I mean, I played it once or twice live on this channel, but I never continued. It was weird. 8 to 12 hours. That's good. I like that. For a live stream, that means about 3 days. That'd be cool. But we'll be back on tomorrow night, guys. Thank you so kindly for the support. Thank you for keeping the lights on in a big fucking way. Shout out to our beautiful, breathtaking members and mods leading the fucking community forward. Thank you to our consistent subscribers who tune in. You're supporting the show even if you don't throw me money. You're still supporters to me. Until next time, folks. May the road always lead you to warm sands. Good night, Nemesis. Good night, how unfortunate. Good night to Christopher. Good night to Chaz. Good night to Jack. Metal Ed. Good night, Goku. Good night, Monty. Until next time, folks. Ta-ta.